That shit sucks. That was a bad idea, man. The cards and the key rings, they all fall off. And it's like, well, I guess I'm never getting this discount again.
What's the deal with those little cards? We're having fun here, guys. Has Jerry Seinfeld like fucked someone yet? Is he canceled?
I don't think so.
I don't think he'll ever be like
Jerry's that dude, man.
What I mean, I'm not saying that he'll never be like if he did something like heinous or some shit like that, but like I don't think he's done anything crazy.
I think
he actually just like really assesses the situation. He's like, "What's the deal with me keep trying to have sex with you against your window?
What's the deal with rape? Like
what's the God? You guys ever hear about Little St. James? For real, I think.
Do you know what the deal with the Lolita Express is?
Airplane food on that one, am I right? Jesus. I think he was like dating a 16-year-old while Seinfeld was going. Like,
all right, we're not going to start these rumors.
Pretty sure. No, I'm like almost positive.
Cut this out. This is out of there.
No.
We're not slandering my dude Jerry on the podcast, dude.
You know, we're calling Seinfeld. Seinfeld, you're fucking canceled. Real shit.
No, you're not.
No, canceled.
Why are you guys doing this?
White people are the craziest people in the world. Like, you see this?
Why you guys just start attacking Seinfeld? Like, we started off with like, what's up with Seinfeld? Now we're like, he's fucking canceled. He's a pedophile. Like, hold on. Where did that come from?
All I typed in was Seinfeld dates, and Seinfeld dates teenager pops up. There's got to be at least some kind of rumor to it.
Google never lies.
This dude literally typed in Seinfeld dates teenager, and then clicked it. Like, oh, there has to be some truth to it. Like, no, it's a fucking internet.
You typed in Seinfeld dates teenage, and the came. Oh yeah, it's true, guys. It's here.
This week, we're going to be doing our first monthly review that we're going to be doing from now on.
Of the second month of the year.
Of the second month of the year, yes. February.
People call it February. Yeah. I've been told.
They do call it February. We're going to be talking with Antoine, Jeremy, Connor, and Dorian.
I'm Antoine.
Motherfucker.
All right, well, this episode's just going to be a lawless wasteland, apparently.
All right, so I'm going to start this off right. Most important news of last month. I bought a tracksuit. Top of the list. I think
what kind of tracksuit was it?
It's Adidas. Red and black, man. It's gonna look good.
3 stripes.
Red the main, like the base color.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a gold chain too?
No.
You got it. You gotta get a gold chain and like.
Yo,
get
do you
your,
got
like,
some shell toes?
I will.
How bushy is your chest hair?
It's big.
All right. So you gotta wear the gold chain right on top of the chest hair. Have the chest hair popping out of the tracksuit just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I would take fashion tips from Jeremy.
No,
when have you ever seen him wear this shit?
I've actively thought about buying a tracksuit.
You don't actively do anything.
You go outside, sir. I use it.
No. See, I didn't buy like the raincoat material one. I got like the soft one.
Yeah, like the velour one.
No,
you got the velour one?
No, I didn't get velour. I got
you gotta get the velour one.
Soft,
no.
like
Don't get velour.
Yeah.
You're not an Italian mobster. You don't need the velour.
Something like that.
I'm trying to get the velour one.
You got the shell toes.
I don't have shell toes. I might though. I think they look good.
You need to get some shell toes with it. You know
black and red ones.
I'm gonna do like a full run DMC thing.
No laces.
Can you break dance?
Laces? Absolutely not. I can't regular dance.
You can kip up, but you can't break dance.
I cannot kip up. Progress report. I haven't been doing very well. I've had too many hamburgers. It's not going great.
Come on,
You're disappointing the fans right now.
Once I get the tracksuit, I can.
You'll have more aerodynamic velocity.
So you order the tracksuit.
Gonna give you the
ordered the
ability to break
tracksuit.
Okay.
I'd be wearing it today if I had to dance.
Yo, so I can't like.
Instead of an Iron Man suit, you got a breakdancing tracksuit. He's going to have you break dance everywhere you go.
Some Marvel movies are getting weird.
That would be a horrible movie.
I'd watch it.
Of course you would.
I'd be like, man, I want that fucking tracksuit, man. Fucking, you got a breakdance? Fucking lit.
I never bought a whole suit.
A whole tracksuit?
I only bought like the pants or the top.
Oh, you mean the track? Wait.
You got like the track jacket or
jackets? Yeah.
Oh.
Like I like track jackets, but I don't really like wearing the track pants too much. But I definitely don't want to wear them together.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You're missing out. Real shit. Gotta get the gold chain. Actually, we should all just get matching tracksuits,
What's
right?
the difference between wearing sweatshirt and sweatpants?
Well, I do feel like I'm almost in a tracksuit right now.
Yeah, I feel like hoodie and
together.
sweatpants is really close.
We
Like,
should all
that's-
just get matching tracksuits.
No, we shouldn't.
All right. Hear me out.
What are they going to say on the back?
Not Travis Hipsters.
Obviously.
Okay, that's fair.
The Adidas tracksuit with the logo on the back would be dope.
I mean, you could probably make that on Adidas.com.
I feel like we'd get beat up by a real gang.
The fuck is this shit?
We'll go to the mall. Hang out at the mall. Our matching tracksuits.
Right out in front. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got work today, man.
Dorian's about to get kicked out of the gang before it even starts.
I don't want to be part of no gangs.
We can't call it a gang.
There's not a lot of gang shit going on.
You're right.
here.
It's a club.
I
Social club.
don't want to be that either. I'd rather be in a gang. Club.
Motorcycle club. Yeah, you can't be a gang,
But you can be a club.
Yeah,
We're going to get our cuts.
Instead of fucking tracksuits, you want a cut? Is that what you want, Dorian?
No, I don't want that.
No, that is our cut, the tracksuit. Like you got the little, you just wear a regular tracksuit, right? And
I'm
then
gonna cut
like
the
when you
sleeves
get
off
fully
mine.
in,
Oh, you cut the sleeves off your That's
It's going to have a patch for every podcast.
Yeah.
the longer this conversation goes on, the more down I am.
This one shows you how many podcasts I murdered.
We're a 1%er podcast.
podcast badges of honor and
Yeah.
shit.
99% of podcasts are fully legal, but 1% will tell you to steal from Walmart. And that's us.
Yeah. Fucking, you know what? I'm on board with Antoine. The more we talk about this, the better it sounds. We got to elect the president. The whole 9 yards. Get the badges.
We have bird scooters instead of motorcycles.
Just ride around downtown with the tracksuits on us. On the road, not the sidewalk. In the road.
We take over the road, right?
Hey, this might be the
Riding in formation. You know what I'm saying?
We do synchronized shit on the street.
Yeah, when you are blessed with the video version of Not Your Average Hipsters, you
Next
will
Sunday.
see us with full tracksuits on.
just go downtown next Sunday. You'll see us on the bird scooters downtown Cleveland.
I'll be at work. I'll see you guys though, and I'll try to hit one of you.
Dorian will be there. Don't be there. Be square.
I'll be square.
All right, so I think we got to talk about some real shit. Trying to derail this.
Yeah, that was the best news of the month. Though.
Every other piece of news that I have is sad, to be honest.
All right, I'm definitely.
People are dying.
Let's pivot from fun
Every
tracksuits
day.
The bees are going extinct.
I've been on the election beat mostly.
Okay.
I've been following that. That's kind of where my time's been spent looking at and getting nervous over.
What has you so nervous?
I guess not nervous, but it's been going weird because I think we've had like the first fucking primary votes this month, right? That started in February.
It was the big
Iowa.
fat cock.
Yeah, we had the Iowa shit that went fucking sideways. I'm surprised that Joe Biden's doing so poorly. Basically, is my biggest takeaway is how fucking awful that guy's doing for
when you can't even cheat good. It's a problem.
He seems like such like the obvious default choice, and nobody likes him, and he looks like he's dying constantly. Thoughts?
Well, he is dying constantly.
Yeah, he's pretty close to death. I feel like that people
horrible.
just see. I don't feel like he's not what people want right now. He's losing losing his mind? Why do you think he would be doing better?
I don't know, because we elected a guy who's
He said he's running
got
for
dementia
Senate
and
the
losing
other
his
day.
mind.
Did you guys see that?
What?
He said he was running for Senate. the
Oh,
other
that
day.
rocks.
Did he really? Yeah. That's hilarious.
The funniest thing I've heard all year was when he said that poor kids are just as smart as white kids or whatever.
Yeah, like, wow.
I thought that was Bloomberg that said that.
No, that was
definitely Biden.
Oh man, that's even.
Bloomberg is
might have
stopping
said that,
Right, he might have been right there behind him like, yeah, that's a good one, buddy.
Can I quote you on that?
He might have said that and like meant it more than Joe Biden, probably.
Yeah, that and stop and frisk.
Oh, fucking.
gonna
I
double
think
down
the
on
best
this.
thing that happened all month was in the Democratic debates when Bloomberg outright said, I've bought Congress people before. Like,
That's fucking
say
wrong.
what?
The sort of rise of Bloomberg I'm seeing has been another thing that's been really weird to see, because he hasn't been on any ballots yet as of this month.
I have no doubt that he's going to be the Democratic national nominee. Like,
See,
Yo, that shit'll be crazy. Because I've already heard people say they're gonna vote for Bloomberg just because like they're the only commercials that they see.
dude, that pisses me off so
dumb
much.
ass old fucking Democrats
Dude,
are
no,
all
that
like,
was like a
fondling
19-year-old
his
dude.
ball. Oh wow.
I
No,
think
no, 'cause
he's like 20.
He
Or
like
21.
That's just like when Donald Trump was running. It was a bunch of young girls like in their early 20s talking about like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump because fuck Hillary. This and I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, calling Hillary a liar, but yeah, I'm voting for Trump though.
Fucking vote for old grandma by the pussy Trump.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing about the Bloomberg campaign is that, like, the story is he's hired and contracted a lot of like influencer, social media, YouTube type people, and that some
My man paid to have memes made of him.
exactly
Like literally to actually make fun of him. He paid to have memes made of him so that people would know his name more. Period.
and
How do
like
they not know his name? Like it's like a whole.
now because he paid all those people to put the shit out there.
$5 million a day trying to buy this presidency.
He got the Obama commercial, man. That's gonna
Everybody
turn a
has
lot
an
of people.
Obama commercial. What are you talking about?
When people see Obama commercials, man, they switch,
Everybody
it changes
has
their mind.
one. Everybody has one. Everybody has a commercial with Obama in it.
Wait, does Bloomberg really have a commercial with Obama in it?
Yeah.
Like Obama endorsed
Endorsed.
this motherfucker?
Yeah, endorsed
Get
the
the
Obama
fuck
commercial.
out
I
of
didn't
here.
think that he endorsed. I thought it
It
was
says
just
this
like,
is Barack Obama. Like he said, like I heard it. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
nah,
I looked
man.
that up. That sounds wild.
Where'd you see this at?
Somewhere
Facebook.
with it. No, I was watching the sporting event, I think.
I'm looking it over right now. Did
I
Barack
might have
Obama-
seen it on during the XFL game.
Oh, maybe. If I was running for president, I would hire an Obama impersonator to have his name legally changed to Barack Obama to endorse me.
Oh my god,
I think that'd be cool.
that would be funny though. Like, no, Barack Obama does
Yeah,
endorse me.
like, no, the one that just looks and sounds like him, not.
Not the president. Like what?
He was the president of his high school class.
SCA president?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy if somebody did that.
That's what I'm gonna do when I run for president.
When you run for president?
I have to look up one episode of this podcast I'm on. Like, no, you can't.
You're not allowed. We're actually going to press charges on all the stealing from Walmart. You've mentioned it at least 6 times on the podcast, so we'll extrapolate.
Let Jeremy snitch on you like that?
I mean, it's nothing I haven't said before.
I mean, but still, he doesn't have to keep repeating it.
Sam Walton, I'm talking to you. Come and get me, motherfucker.
I'm ready to throw the Dukes down, baby.
Did you find anything?
Obama currently hasn't endorsed anybody
That's
in the
what I
Democratic
thought.
primary.
So it's just a commercial with Obama in it?
Apparently, yeah.
Like, how could the whole commercial be Obama and he didn't endorse it?
It was probably like saying something like fucking Obama believed in this, but
Right.
I believe in this.
Nah, it was like Obama was in agreement. Because I remember, well, why is Obama in agreement with this fuck?
Well, fucking Obama was essentially just an autocrat anyway. It's like, motherfucker, like, it was business as usual.
I think you're looking for technocrat.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna
Autocrat is self-governance. I'm dumb.
I'm gonna say a bunch of shit, but I'm still going to like have more deportations and overseas bombing than anyone else.
Drop enough bombs so that a bomb every 5 minutes throughout the whole presidency.
Yeah, so I think if you really care about that shit, I don't think an Obama thing should mean much. But I think a lot of people aren't paying attention. question.
Yeah, they should.
The other thing is sort of the rise and fall of Pete Buttigieg has been interesting with his strong showing out of Iowa and sort of immediate falling below that.
I mean, but like the Iowa shit was crazy.
That was on Twitter on some real shit. Like,
Yeah.
like Twitter fucking ended that man, Pete Buttigieg. Like,
He looks
it's like, oh, you're a rat. And then everybody's like, you're a rat.
like people were just ready to make fun of him. He looks like such a little dick. Like no one likes that person.
He's the youngest one.
But he like,
All young people are like little dicks
I don't
compared
think
to old
so.
people.
you ever seen a picture of Bernie Sanders from when he was that age?
Yeah, he looked like a little dick too.
No, he looked good, man. We'll pull up a picture to prove this point.
So like young Bernie, you would have voted for him?
I don't know if I would have voted for him because I don't know what. I think he had good politics back then, but like,
He pretty much had the same politics back then.
yeah.
So I am voting for him now.
Yeah, he's got like a trustworthy
Yeah,
face.
I saw this on one of those fucking
I don't know, man. It's not the same dude, bro.
Yeah, it
No, but
is.
that's definitely the same dude.
I mean, but like not the same time of his
No,
life.
he's probably closer to.
He's like 35, 40, 50 though.
Yeah, he's like
He was
35-ish
like
in that
70 in that
second
picture.
one.
Huh?
Like 70 in that picture.
The next one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blind, so.
It's like 70 now.
No, he's like 170 now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is this going to be the nexus for the Bernie Sanders adrenochrome conspiracy?
Now have you know that Bernie Sanders has made his fortune eating the pituitary glands of children to drain the adrenochrome and selling them to the other members of Senate, including and not limited to Nancy Pelosi. Okay.
You should do a parody podcast impersonating Alex Jones.
It's this one, actually.
That is actually all this
At least once every 5 episodes, Alex Jones stops by. You know?
That is true, I guess.
Alex Jones.
Alexi Jones.
You guys have got any other election insights? I don't know. Yeah, it's not really like until we see what happens next Tuesday, Super Tuesday, or like what, like a fuck ton
I think
of-
it's like 8, right?
It's 8 states and it's California, which is like the biggest one also. So I think that's going to really show where things are going to line up.
I don't know if it's actually 8 states. I think it's 8 states. Personally.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is Super Tuesday. And wasn't this week Fat Tuesday too?
Yes, it was.
So Fat Tuesday and then Super Tuesday. We're all, you know.
I didn't get no fucking
super fat
donuts,
Munchies?
man. Yeah, man.
Me neither, man.
I didn't get none, man.
Fucking
I'm an idiot.
horrible. Yeah, same.
I was like, yo, I want them. I was telling myself all year, like, I'm gonna get these bitches. And then,
What?
like, I
What
didn't
you
get
talking
them.
about?
I'm an
Punchies.
idiot.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
They're
They're like filled donuts,
they're
man.
filled donuts come out this time, around this time of year.
Mardi Gras time.
Fat Tuesday,
They're
baby.
good, man.
Good as
Bitches
hell.
are good.
And that's the only
There's a
time you can
bakery
get
that
them?
has them on, like,
Pretty sure it's the only time of year they sell punchkies.
pretty sure.
It's like the way they make them.
Yeah, they're like Polish or Eastern European or something.
yeah, it's like a Polish donut.
It's a different. It tastes different than a regular donut too.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Shit's good. I didn't get any because I'm a fucking idiot.
Whatever.
Dory
next
is
year
not
on the
bothered.
Next year on the monthly review
I'm a
in,
big donut guy.
February, you will hear the update of me actually stopping by and getting some.
The only other
No, you're going to hear the same thing that you heard today. Oh, I tried so hard to go get them and I just didn't.
The only other politics note I have is that it's world politics, actually. I believe this happened this month. It might have happened last month, but we didn't do one for last month, so I'm going to say it anyway. Which is Northern Ireland elected a government who is pro leaving Britain.
Oh wow!
And like uniting Ireland. So that could be interesting. I don't know if there's like, I'm sure there's a lot more steps that need to happen, but that's like a wild thing that they elected. It's basically like they elected like a third party, the Sinn Féin party, that their whole platform is like, yeah, one Ireland.
So they're trying to get out of the EU then?
I don't know where that goes with EU, but they're trying to not be, because Northern Ireland is part of England, like part of the United Kingdom, and not part of actual Ireland.
Right.
So they're like pro, like, oh, we'll make this this island one fucking country.
Right.
Which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah. Undo some of that old colonialism.
Yeah, I'm like an idiot on national politics. I'm an even bigger idiot on world politics, but that seems good. I'm pro that.
Ireland, you know? Pretty cool.
I think it's good. That's like what the IRA wants.
Definitely is what the IRA is actively fighting for.
I recently found out that I like the Irish accent. It's pretty cool.
That's
like
a
the
good
way it
accent. It's a top tier accent.
Yeah,
I wish I was better at doing it.
like the Dublin one.
Yeah, like
Because they have
Irish, yeah.
they have like different kinds of.
Yeah,
accents.
everybody's got different kinds of accents.
Right, Americans.
I love
Different accents.
like people from England and other like
dialects.
English speaking countries trying to do an American accent. That's so funny to me
It's
every
always
time.
southern as fuck.
It's always southern. Sometimes they'll do like a Bronx.
Right. It's either New York or Southern.
Or
It's
Texas.
really good,
Yeah,
though.
it's New
Yeah.
York or Texas exclusively.
That's us. New York and Texas.
I mean, it's probably like
I'm
the
surprised
same
it's not from
shit as when
California
we're
in there.
Hollywood. I mean,
It's like when we try and do like a British
And
accent
Hollywood.
and they're like, go,
hello, mate.
yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. See, I go for a different. I don't go for the hello, mate.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
For Australia.
You're going to speak with a Cockney accent, you do?
Australian, British, whatever you wanted to be.
Hello, mate. That's. I feel like that's.
Never getting any European
Cheerio.
fans.
We have.
Well, we're losing them this episode.
We're cutting this out.
No, we're keeping this. I love accents. Accents are like my favorite thing in life.
We got the most fans in the UK though, so since we're already talking about that over there, shout out to the UK fans.
And
I
your
love you
accent.
guys.
Yeah.
And your Cockney accent, governor.
Lost every single one of them.
And we lost them all.
Now
Sorry,
sorry.
I apologize to you guys. Like he's out of control. Damn, man, that's my favorite people, man. I get so happy when I see the views in the UK.
You know, Connor's got a pretty decent Russian accent, right?
Not on the podcast.
It sounds horrible to the microphone.
That doesn't translate very well.
Oh.
Shit, not on the podcast.
So when I said the bees are dying earlier, I forgot that my notes actually say that the fireflies are now dying too.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So that's your. So is this like a
I think that
a
was
study that just came out
Yeah,
or
this
something?
is a study that just came out. It came out this month. It was like 30% of all fucking like the lightning bug genes, they're fucking dying off. Like there's 30% less fucking fireflies right now going to be this year than there were last year.
And
Is this
you're
like
upset about this?
Is this like
Yeah, what do you mean am I upset about this? The fucking fireflies are magical as shit.
Hey,
When's the last
fireflies
time you
are
caught a
lit.
magic
They're great.
Firefly, man.
But I mean, that's because they're dying.
Like, can you imagine?
I'm saying, when's the last time you caught one?
I caught one.
I see him all the time.
I catch him with my kids.
Catching them. It's just-
kids all
You
the
got a
time?
kid.
Yeah.
So I want my kid to have the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
fireflies. I want his
Okay,
kid to
I'm
see
saying, but you
fireflies.
have a kid, though. I can understand why you do it. Jeremy, on the other hand,
I don't catch fireflies. I admire them though. They're nice. They're cool. Like it's dope to go look in the fucking to go into the woods and then it'd be nighttime and then fucking forest looks like a goddamn sky talking to each other and shit. It's lit. It's
Man.
fucking dope.
Tigers are dying too.
I mean, I don't ever see no tigers though. This affects me my day to day.
So
It's upsetting if any animal
Day to
dies.
day.
You don't
It's
see-
not
day to day.
It's not
Okay.
day to day. Like
Year to year. Year to year. I'll say year to
are
year.
you pro the fireflies dying?
That is what I'm hearing.
I'm just saying, it doesn't, like, how does that
I mean, he's
actually
pretty much the
affect your
same.
life,
He's pretty
though?
much the same stance as Jeremy just took on the Tigers. He said, "Fuck the Tigers." Basically, I care about
Well,
the
no,
fireflies.
I did say after I said fuck the tigers, I was like, I care about any animals dying, but I do care a little bit more about fireflies.
in the heat
and they're bugs. They're like bugs are supposed to not die like that often for real life. They're fucking how are bugs gonna die?
It's our light pollution, man.
It is light pollution has a lot to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the reasoning here?
Our
for
light pollution has a
the
lot to
death
do
of
with
the,
it.
Flies?
So, like you said, light pollution does have a lot to do with it because they're like not able to find each other as easily anymore.
Okay.
Because they're fucking lighting up and not seeing each other because there's already lights that they're flying to.
Yeah, that's how the sea turtles are dying too.
That is how the sea turtles, which is also horribly depressing.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
are you willing to get rid of your lights at night?
Yeah, whatever. I don't even like the light anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's like all like the lights. Like we could do it to shut off like all the street lights.
Just, yeah,
Crime would go up like a motherfucker.
yeah. Shut off all the street lights, fucking black out all the windows.
If I could be speaking out of turn here, but I believe that there's like a way to make streetlights have less light bleed. So it's like they're focused on just what they're pointing down to and not like
Use LEDs.
Yeah. So I think that's like could help probably.
We still, like, keep-
that.
Now, I kind of need street lights to kind of, show me what's ahead of me too, and not just what's right
Well,
there.
yeah, there's another streetlight ahead.
Can you imagine, like, in the future when there are no more fucking fireflies, like, trying to explain what fireflies were to, like, your grandchildren or some shit?
Well, it's always going to be like, oh, there are these, like, amazing flies that lit up at night and they looked all cool and they were flying
sometimes-
around. And it's like,
That's
well, what
the
do you do
same-
with them? What do you do with
that's
them?
the same
Oh, we
point I have about
squished
the
them.
tigers.
and, like,
And we
wrapped them on our face.
We squished him. We hit him with baseball bats.
It comes to find out that the whole reason that fireflies are going extinct is actually not from light pollution or anything like that. It's from human children smearing them on their face. That's what's causing them to go extinct.
I don't think kids even do that anymore. Like iPads are too prevalent for kids to be smashing bugs as like we used to. I don't even really see kids outside anymore.
It's impressive.
I mean, there's also less kids now.
I was an indoor kid now, so I fucking know.
There's also less kids now, right?
What?
Our generation isn't having kids as much as previous generation.
Everybody got kids out here.
Yeah, but
It's hella kids.
like,
There's schools full of kids.
There's also less school, like McKinley's closed.
McKinley is close.
I think the school crowding thing's more an issue about like the funding it's getting and less about how many kids there are.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't have the numbers on that one.
I mean, I don't know. When we were in school, though, like they were opening up new buildings, like buildings that were closed down to put kids in them because there was just so many.
There were
Fucking
so many
kids.
motherfucking kids.
Like there were so many
But
kids.
yeah,
there was like 35, 50 kids in a classroom.
There are straight
that's
up like
ridiculous.
No, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like teachers
That's
couldn't even teach.
ridiculous, yeah.
There were teachers just walking out of the classroom crying and shit.
35 to 50 kids.
Yeah, like our
50?
classrooms used to be packed as fuck.
Packed.
Like so fucking packed.
And then like
50 kids, though?
like we had one class where there was
Like,
like
a teacher's is only allowed to have so many kids in the
Bro,
classroom.
they were
right?
breaking so many laws at our school, I'm pretty sure.
Like fucking, there was this one teacher who had no control over her classroom, and like motherfuckers would just throw textbooks in the classroom, like
At the
like,
teacher?
No, at each other, like. But it would be like all
Like
you would,
the whole class.
You would see, you would actually like anytime you'd look in the air, there would be a fucking textbook flying through the air. You had to avoid them bitches, like you had to be smacking them out the air.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They were fucking ratchet ass little kids.
okay, so that's a sad one. That's the death of all fireflies.
Yeah, the death of all fireflies was an article I read this
Oh,
month.
Dad.
Okay, well,
The
They're on their way to being dead.
I'm trying to move it on.
Everything's
Who's got
gonna
the
die,
next story?
So what about like all the commotion over the Super Bowl halftime show? Did you guys-
I wasn't really paying attention to that too much. What was the deal
So
with that?
everybody was mad because like
The FCC is still getting letters.
like
about the
they were
halftime
they were mad because they were showing like other countries' flags during the halftime show because the performers were from other countries, and they were mad that they were like shaking their ass pretty much because it was J-Lo and Shakira.
Okay.
And they were saying that it wasn't like family appropriate and shit like that. But like hella halftime shows are the same thing. Like that's what the halftime show
It
is.
doesn't seem that raunchy in today's
No, but
world.
people are really, really mad about it. Like,
I think if you're gonna let people like murder each other's brains in the sport, then that shit doesn't really matter too much.
Ass shaking in the halftime. Like, what?
like I guess
Shit,
it was.
flash a titty or two.
They said it was like softcore porn, basically. But like the year before, they were showing like there was a whole bunch of memes of like Adam Levine the year before, like shirtless and shit, sweating and and
Sweating.
doing all this. No, like they just made it look like the same thing, basically. Like, and they were like, but nobody was mad about this and shit. And then all that shit, like Lizzo been going out and just showing her ass in public everywhere, and nobody's really mad about that.
Right.
But then like you guys are
people were mad about that. Yeah, a lot of backlash over that shit.
over like wearing the thong to the Lakers game.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of people posting some shit about her.
I seen a lot of people fighting for her.
I seen a lot of people fighting for her too.
And I was like, this is crazy. Why are you guys, what are you defending right now?
I just don't care. Like,
Yeah, real shit. Real shit.
I mean,
But you have a kid, like you wouldn't want to take your kid to a basketball game.
yeah, I don't want my kids
I
seeing
have-
Lizzo's
I have-
ass in a
seen-
car.
Come on now, y'all. Like, there's cheerleaders at motherfucking.
But they're her ass cheeks, her literal ass cheeks was out there, bro, in a thong. That's not the cheerleader. When's the last time you went to a basketball game? Tell me. When's the last time you seen a cheerleader?
Fucking.
He doesn't do anything. He just sits on that couch.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! It's been a minute since I've been to a basketball game. I went to one like 3 years ago.
Bro, they don't wear thongs.
They don't wear thongs, but
They're
man,
wearing like booty
they're barely
shorts.
wearing anything.
They're wearing booty shorts and
And
like
you can
tank
definitely
tops.
see like
this is when Jeremy you find Jeremy's a traditionalist. He's like, the cheerleaders aren't wearing enough clothes. They need to cover up.
that's Antoine essentially.
No, I'm saying they're wearing more clothes than she was wearing. Did you see what she was wearing?
I believe I seen the pictures that y'all are talking about.
I just don't give a shit.
Like her butt cheeks was out.
Cool,
on a
good
chair.
for her, man. I really don't care.
I'm with Connor on this. Like, fuck it. She where she wants.
If it wasn't actually a problem, they shouldn't have let her sit down or whatever, but they did, so no big deal.
I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like it's the same. If you can't walk into a convenience store like that, then you should be able to walk into an
Have you
arena
seen
like
what
that.
some motherfuckers wear on the red
shirts, no
carpet?
socks, no shoes, no service.
I was just about to say that, but still though, you don't want to see it though.
Nobody has
Right.
never said nothing about none of the starlets that be wearing shit on the red carpet where like it just be them essentially naked underneath a sheer fucking dress.
I mean, that shit should not. It's not appropriate for. Are they at a basketball game like that though?
They're at the red carpet. You
That's
know,
the red carpet. That's when they do
Kids
shit like
aren't
that.
there.
That's like literally the time where they do stuff like that. Like people wear meat there. Like if she went to a basketball game wearing meat, people would be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" But yeah, I didn't see the uproar for the halftime show.
Yeah, halftime show. So people were pissed off.
You didn't see it though?
what, people being angry about Shakira and J-Lo? Yeah, no, I seen it. I seen people being angry about that, which was crazy.
Yeah.
They were dressed. They were legitimately dressed like cheerleaders.
And they had
like
to
legitimately.
no,
Legitimately, they weren't like dressed even like bad.
No, yeah. Like,
They weren't close to being naked.
How much of this has to do with football being it's like the old man sport now, I feel like, and for a lot of people, because they had all that uproar about the kneeling and shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like they weeded out a lot of like younger people who like probably wouldn't give a shit about that stuff. Like genuine question here, like how much
No, old people stopped watching it. Young people just keep watching.
See, for a minute, more young people were starting to watch it because of the kneeling shit. Like,
but I feel like they made them stop that. Like they were finding all the players and shit.
they are.
Yeah.
They stopped them. But like,
So yeah, you're right. It's probably
And then also, I think there's a lot of people who don't watch it because they don't want to support something that's like got all that CTE issues and shit. So I wonder, like, I genuinely don't know what the demographics of the NFL are.
I mean,
these
but real
days.
shit, the XFL is doing pretty good right now.
Is it?
They're
Yeah.
selling
So,
out arenas, selling out 30,000 seats.
so I haven't been. I haven't watched
Is it
a
safer
game
than
yet,
football?
but I need to.
It's probably worse.
Is it what?
They be fucking each other up.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole point of the original XFL. Is it came at a time when people were mad about the NFL's like rules about what you could do in a game, and like I don't know. I don't watch football a lot, so I don't know exactly what the
So when
rules.
somebody die out there, it's gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
keep the game going.
So
Like,
I assume that they were gonna like.
I mean, they don't try to like. They still have penalties for like head to head, like helmet. You can't helmet to
but
helmet
it can
tackle
still
and shit like
happen,
that. I mean, obviously, it's still.
If I
happen.
remember correctly about the original run of the XFL, I don't know if they still do this, but you figured out which team was going first, not by doing a coin toss, but by letting two people run into each other as fast as they could.
Well, no, they
Barbaric as fuck.
ran to the ball.
Yeah, but it's like they were just.
They were like wrestling each other basically at the end for it. Because I watched some throwback clips after we
Yeah.
decided to do the XFL thing. But I will say I watched a couple things and it's not that bad compared to like watching the regular NFL game. The only thing is you don't know any of the people. Pretty much same
Do they
thing,
have
though.
the fun shit on their jerseys?
It's actually kind of better because you can hear the players.
Okay.
And like you'll hear like the one dude was like, "Get your pussy ass up," and I was like, "Yes, that's what I've been waiting for." Like I've been waiting to hear what they say to each other. Like, dude was
you know
really.
what they say to each other.
Yeah,
though.
no, but it's better when you hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's better than the commentary.
it is better.
Like the one dude just talking shit to the other dude. He's like, "Shut the fuck up! You don't even make no plays." Like, damn, man. Like that's really what's happening down there. That's good. That's some real entertainment.
Should have a locker room camera.
I never watched a full game yet though. I always turn on Sunday nights and I just watch like the second half of the last game that they play. But it's pretty entertaining for that nice little 45 minutes that I'm watching. It's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
And that is February news too because they just started that.
Hell yeah. XFL February. Let's go.
Did any of you guys? Okay, so this is less news and more an ad campaign that I seen throughout the month. Maybe see when the fucking
Bone Thugs and Harmony shit.
Yeah, the Bone Thugs.
Wait, what's going on?
Boneless Thugs and Harmony.
So Buffalo Wild Wings paid for fucking Boneless Thugs for Bone Thugs and Harmony to like fake change their name to Boneless Thugs and Harmony.
That sucks. I hate that.
It's honestly the most cringy shit I've ever seen. And then
Like, how can I not get a job like in high corporate marketing job? Like,
I
what
feel
the
like all
fuck?
you have to
like,
do
they
is
come up
get
with dumb
high and
ass
come
shit.
up with dumb
Like, let me
ideas.
come in there and make dumb ass ideas up. Like, yo, let's call Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? And have
Boneless Thugs and
them
Harmony.
put on their Twitter, Boneless Thugs and Harmony is our new name.
Does
they
anyone
made a whole ass video about it, like where they created an internal group
Busy Bone
drama.
wasn't on it though.
Yeah.
Busy Bone was like, nah.
And then like the other three were like, "Fucking, you're outvoted."
does anyone care about Bone Thugs and Harmony anymore? Really?
That's why fucking. Well, there was that one guy. There was that one guy who came all the way to Cleveland from like China.
Yeah.
From Japan.
Yeah, from Japan.
People do care about Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay, so that's
Probably not in Cleveland, but like outside of Cleveland though, like
People love Bone Thugs. It's the first of the month.
Right. Yeah, they're old shit. People are still playing.
It's the first of the month.
That's what makes you like. They're like just legendary.
Okay,
like,
so
people
yeah.
will always care about them.
They're probably making like $125,000 each a year off fucking like royalties or some shit.
I mean,
more than
they're
that.
making
Probably more than
$125,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
They just
How much are you making off of royalties?
you're right. What I'm saying though,
they're doing pretty damn good. still.
Right, I would love to make that off of just somebody playing my song.
all
They're
I'm
not
saying
Delonte West.
is there's a reason. They're definitely not Delonte West. Okay, all right. I'm not out here claiming they're Delonte West, Orlando Brown type motherfucker. What I'm saying is
Orlando Brown's still probably doing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still living comfortable.
I don't know, man.
There's one reason you sell out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Is all I'm saying.
There's a reason you sell out to Buffalo Wild Wings.
There's a reason you sell out to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Because for the check, man, like everybody else.
Exactly. They ain't making them kind of money they want with the persona they did, so they're like, fuck it, let's sell out
they're
one
still
time.
making. They're living good lives.
Yeah, they're living good lives, but they want more money.
So this
I'm sure they have other business ventures that they doing. They're not just sitting back, all right, I hope my next royalty check comes in. Like, nah, like they got other shit that they got going on.
I'm sure they do.
question here: who the fuck goes to Buffalo Wild Wings?
I
I haven't been there since I quit.
Hey, they revamped the menu pretty
Dude,
good.
I haven't been there in like a decade.
They revamped the menu pretty good. That's all I'll say. You know what I'm
There
saying?
are a lot of people that go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I just don't know any. Well, I guess
Like-
Antoine's like the one guy I know who goes to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I
I made the mistake of trying to go in there one time while it was like a game night.
Oh, a
yeah,
UFC
fuck that.
event
You
or
can't-
some
you
shit.
can't.
Over with. I was like, yeah, what
Any
the
type of game.
And like it was the only place, like I don't remember why, but it was like the only place around us or some shit. And we went in there and we were like expecting like it to be like a normal night, and fucking it was loud as shit. I was like, oh yeah, this is not a.
Yeah, people love watching the game there. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I like watching the game in my house.
I guess if it's like a pay-per-view thing or something you have to pay for, it kind of makes sense. But apart from that, I really don't see a reason to.
So I got a weird story about like a weird religious story.
All right.
In South Africa, there was a pastor
Uh-huh.
brought rat poison to his sermon or whatever,
Okay.
and convinced his congregation that if they believe they could drink rat poison, you know what I'm saying, and nothing's gonna happen to them. So then 5 people died.
I didn't think rat
13
poison
people.
killed you. I thought it just made you sick.
Well, 13 people were sick. 5 people died.
Okay.
They
must
drank a lot of rat poison.
They
They must
believed
have
really
listened to
strongly.
So my man Jim Jones.
But he didn't get charged with anything because they drank it willingly under their own belief.
Yeah, that's. I don't know what the fuck's going on with South Africa court systems because that seems
Yeah, it seems a little crazy.
seems like you can get away with a lot of shit. You're letting people do that.
You don't think somebody would get away with that here?
No, hell no.
It's like the Manson.
We tried to
thing.
kill fucking Jim Jones, and he moved out of the country.
I mean, but he killed a lot of people.
But it's like the Manson
Well,
thing.
he killed a lot of
murdered
people all at one
willingly.
time.
He just
That's what
like
I'm saying.
asked them
Yeah,
to or
but
whatever.
like we were trying to take him out before that.
Because we seen he was about to do some crazy shit. Like that was like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell the future, but goddamn, they knew. He showed all the signs.
Guys, this is not the time to start
I don't know what's going on here.
You want a battle? Is that?
I always forget how
There's a
many
knife fight in the studio right now.
What kind of Power Rangers blade do you got over here?
This does poison
It
damage.
does poison damage. It's like a +3 sword.
Oh, what the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here. You wish you had my poison damage tactical blade.
Tactical.
It says tactical master on it.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is not for a tactical novice.
I've never seen this part of Magic the Gathering.
Jeremy is a blade respecter.
Blade respect.
Yo, we haven't talked about the fucking the virus.
Yeah,
yet.
I was just about to say.
I was honestly trying to.
Motherfuckers are scared, man.
I was trying to save it for the end. I was like,
I was just about to bring it up though.
Man, that's fun. We all had it float in our mind. We were all
Coronavirus. Are you guys prepared?
I don't give a shit, man.
Actually, Connor shaved his beard specifically.
Yeah, so I got a mustache now, so I can fit the respirator over my. Not really, no. It's unrelated, but it is really fucking funny.
Sure, it's unrelated.
Yeah.
That's what you want us to believe.
I'm gonna be laughing all the way down to the CDC, dude.
I mean,
Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah,
I'm not stocking up on water or anything. I bought this bottle today.
made in China.
That's your fucking.
That's my reserve. I'm gonna fill it up with the water from my sink.
Right.
Are they gonna like shut the water off? Like, why do people stack up on water? They shut the water off, or is the water contaminated?
I think the thought being that they might be in a scenario, where the water's cut off, where like the people who are running the water system can no longer
They got coronavirus. They got coronavirus, so now they can't run. Like, bitch, go to work. Yeah, trying to hear that shit. You better pass out at work and then go home like a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can't just call off.
Nah, man.
And now we see why we'll have an epidemic.
Angela's gonna be the one that give it to all.
Poor people are all going to be like, I got to go to work. The fuck are you
You'll
talking
never
about?
become a millionaire if you call off of work when you have coronavirus.
You're gonna get fired.
You're not gonna be a millionaire working where you were working anyway.
Yo, your job is gonna fire you. Flat the fuck out. They're gonna be like, if you don't come to work, you're fired. Then what are you gonna do?
I think there's a lot of certainly not every place, but there's a lot of places who have been like, hey, if you think you have this, stay the fuck home.
Well, my job, I'm lucky enough where I could I could work from home.
Yeah. That's
so
nice.
I guarantee you McDonald's is not telling
McDonald's like, come here, cough on these fucking burgers right now. All right, we're about to spread this shit.
Yeah, we got nuggies to sell, dude. Get the fuck in here.
Motherfucking Big Mac ain't gonna make itself, motherfucker.
Who do you think is gonna make these Big Macs?
2 for $5 is going on right now, motherfucker. We selling 2 of these bitches at a time. Get your ass in here.
We had 1,200 Big Macs.
I mean, anything though, factories and shit, they're not gonna be like, yo, we're shutting down because coronavirus. They're gonna be like, bitch, you better come to work or you're
Schools
fired.
are shutting down. Like, if your school has
that is gonna cripple the world for a minute because parents are not prepared for a fucking like an uncalled for school break.
Well, if one kid at your kid's school has coronavirus,
they all got it.
Not necessarily. I'm not saying that.
Kids interact with each
You're right.
They're picking each other's noses and shit, like
putting their whole ass mouth on the fucking water fountain.
Man, I used to do that. I was a fucking gross little kid. It was the best way to drink it. I don't know. I was like, get this water in me, motherfucker.
You are the worst person.
Yes, I know.
You put your mouth on the water fountain.
Yes, I don't know.
Why would he admit it?
I was a gross kid.
Yeah, Jeremy wasn't sure why he got mono and the flu at the same time.
Honestly, though, I was a healthy little kid. I used to have perfect attendance all the time.
Well, it's because you were
still going to school sick.
You were fucking like you were like a carrier for all these diseases.
I'm fucking patient zero of the water fountain disease.
You have it, and now you have it. Yeah, we can split this sandwich.
But yeah, I'm seeing so many like
imagine Jeremy
institutions and people freak the fuck out. And like the stocks dipped a fuck ton.
Market,
yeah,
the whole like the Dow Jones itself is like down like 1,100 points in one day.
Hey, you know who's really hurting though? Chinese restaurants. I seen their posts. I seen posts from Chinese restaurants like, please, we have.
That's the most racist shit.
Yeah, that is racist shit. Like real shit.
That's how the world is.
That's how America is. For
yeah. Real shit. Real shit.
Put that shit on the world, man.
Also, Corona, the actual beer sales went down from the virus. Because in America, 40%. They've been down 40% since coronavirus came around.
But is that because people are going out to the bars less, or because fucking?
It's because people are dumb. I think
people are dumb, right?
Yeah, I think it's because people are dumb.
I don't think 40% is like. I would love to see what that is next to other beer sales. But if it's like other ones haven't dropped off and just Corona, that would be so fucked.
I was like, damn, man, Americans are dumb as fuck if that's true.
But yeah, if one kid at a school has coronavirus,
the whole district has it.
The whole school gets shut down, and the teachers got to start teaching like from computers at home.
I mean, that's cool though.
Yeah, so they'll still be getting taught.
Because my kid already has like a laptop and shit, so like,
except for like the poor kids who don't have internet or fucking computers.
They're just gonna be out here.
Yeah, no, the school gives them computers.
Well, yeah, you truancy because your parents didn't buy you a laptop.
Yeah, right. You just have 8 kids at your house learning enough with one computer.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Then you can take them bowling afterwards.
Yeah.
So none of you guys are too worried about the coronavirus for real?
Not really. I mean.
You know,
I mean,
you don't think there's gonna be a pandemic? It's gonna affect American life in the day to day.
I mean, they say that one case in New York, like she hasn't come in contact with nobody that has been like overseas or nothing like that, and she hasn't been overseas, but she got the shit.
So coronavirus is real. Look,
Well, I think at the end of the day,
calling into work.
it's not going to kill healthy people, right?
Right.
Especially, I think.
I mean, it can mutate though.
So could the flu, right?
I mean,
He's
yeah,
right
it does.
about that.
The flu does
kills
all the
people.
time.
Yeah.
The flu kills motherfuckers.
yeah. But like,
Not healthy people.
No, the flu killed some healthy people this year. I seen some shit. Like a high school girl died from it. She was like in 10th grade or something.
How do you know she was healthy?
Come on, man. Just.
but I feel like
I
this.
don't have her fucking medical records. Like, fuck, man. How do you know any of the cases of
This
people
is
are healthy
the-
or not?
This is the shit that wraps it all back around because we need universal fucking healthcare for the coronavirus vaccine, straight up. For like, that's going to stop people from dying if you can get medical attention. As always, it's not like super young people and super old people are always more susceptible, but fucking poor people are always going to be more susceptible
So
to
if
shit
you
than
don't
rich
die
people.
from it unless you're like fucking sick already, why does it matter?
Well, I, for one, live in constant fear of the coronavirus. Right?
Are you surprised at our reaction to the coronavirus?
No, not for real. Not for real. I imagine that any real reasonable person isn't really freaking out about the coronavirus.
So I sit next to this dude at work that's really freaking out about the coronavirus before it was even like over here, right? So now I know that like it's over here. I know he's really freaking out. He hasn't been to work in weeks.
Really? Get the fuck out of here.
He's just working from home.
My dude.
When the coronavirus first got here, he told the two managers, like, yo, if coronavirus reaches American soil, I'm working from home.
American soil.
My dude, like, has a fucking brother in the CIA who has told him about some shit.
Well, have you seen the
I think he has like respiratory issues
in
already.
America or some shit that we don't know about.
Have you guys seen the conspiracies, the coronavirus conspiracies? Because I've seen a few.
What, with the Umbrella
I try
Corporation?
to stay away from
Okay,
conspiracies
I've seen the Umbrella Corporation bullshit.
The Umbrella Corporation shit.
So the one that I saw the other day that was just from like some fucking Facebook comments was saying that coronavirus was a virus that was developed jointly between China and the U.S.
In the super lab that's 20 miles away from the fish market where patient zero was found, right?
Yeah, or something, but like it accidentally got out and exposed that original town or whatever.
I was reading some shit the other day that...
Which I'm going to be straight up honest here. The U.S. does not need any help making viruses. They've already been doing that shit since the 50s. Like, why do you need help?
Just the 50s?
Yeah. late 40s to 50s, Operation Paperclip. This shit, that's how it happened. We hired all the Nazis and they made the viruses for us here.
I mean, you don't think it was started before the 50s?
I don't know if we
Like
had the capabilities before the 50s.
Like technically, okay, so my decade might be a little bit off. It's like mid to late 40s is when we actually started doing like bioweapon shit heavy in the U.S. developed by the OSS, the precursor to the CIA. And they started opening up labs here to start doing that. And it ramped up during the 1950s.
I was reading somebody on Facebook saying that Russia is working with China
Fuck yes.
to help get Bernie Sanders elected president. Yes. That's what the coronavirus.
With the coronavirus? Oh, for universal.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like,
that's
literally
the conspiracy of the year, though.
Literally, quote from the fucking comment was, "These goddamn libs will do anything to take my tax money." And I was like,
I love how it's like,
yo, that's
Everybody's
crazy.
taking the tax money.
Like we started that shit in China to bring
it's
it over
so
here.
funny. Like their brains work in this amazing way where it's like, I hate liberals. Bernie Sanders, not a liberal, is working with Russia, a capitalist country, and China, a nominally like capitalist socialist country that have nothing to do with each other after the fucking fall of the USSR.
yes, they're all in cahoots.
They're all in cahoots to get this old Jewish man elected.
President of the United States, yes.
For universal health care.
Russia and China want the Americans to have health care.
So fucking bad.
They want fucking Jim's tax money. They want to fuck that guy over.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I was blown away when I read that. I was like, are you Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a conspiracy, all right, buddy.
What if it was true? What if it came out like it was true and shit? Everything you just said.
Bernie Sanders owns the patent to the coronavirus.
As soon as he gets
out on
elected,
the
coronavirus is in there.
Coronavirus. What? Did you just say the patent to the working class podcast? Let's go.
I'm just gonna start leaving this shit in. Yeah. And then we're gonna make a little sound clip of Connor going working class podcast. And it'll be like hammers. Like he's a blacksmith or some shit. All right. So did we cover the coronavirus good enough?
I think we covered the coronavirus.
I feel like that was the biggest news of the month, to be
Absolutely.
real. Like that's what everybody's freaking out about. It's probably gonna be the biggest news of the month next month too.
Hopefully it's not. Well, there is one thing. There's one thing I wanted.
We're all dead by now.
I wanted to ask.
This is our last podcast.
It doesn't kill us.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted you to make a prediction for a piece of news from next month, and we're going to see how true any of us were.
Prediction?
Yeah. I want you to call a shot. It can be anything. You get more points if it's something outlandish, though, because we're definitely going to be keeping score. We're not going to be keeping score. I got one, and I think it's that one of the presidential nominees, one of the candidates, is going to have a heart attack.
Oh my God. Hey, I've been thinking that though. Like they all old as fuck.
I think someone, or maybe just like one of them is going to have a major medical.
I mean,
thing.
Bernie already did.
Yeah, he already had a heart attack. And he bounced back, so he's good to go. He's got like a fucking gorilla heart now or some shit.
Gorilla heart. The heart of Harambe.
Yeah.
What you don't understand is like I've had myself replaced. my entire heart is now made of a mechanical being.
I have to get stimulation every 5 minutes, or my just does the plot of Crank too. Need an electrical charge.
Just know that I will fight for the people forever.
Need a Green New Deal to keep my electric heart running. Okay, so that's my prediction. That Bernie Sanders' electric heart will cease to function.
We're winning the election.
Oh, fuck. My prediction is that by next month, we will be living in a feudal wasteland.
Oh, my God.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ravaged by the coronavirus.
I try and do something nice for the podcast, and you come here and you soil it.
Ravaged by the coronavirus. We will all be doing the monthly review podcast from our individual homes, where we have had to makeshift our own microphones and communally meet on the internet because we cannot interact with one another.
Listeners can get the podcast by going through the wasteland and finding audio logs.
That's what I'm saying. So you really think we're about to keep recording?
No, we will.
We will be the first post-apocalyptic
Once shit pops back off, they'll be like, yo,
these motherfuckers were real.
The podcast is going to read like one of those notes from a Resident Evil game where it's like, I can feel myself changing.
Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Are you okay over there?
It's Jeremy. No! He's been virused!
I can see Connor's face on a little Resident Evil text bubble. He's wearing his mask over his mustache. That's why he's saying my mustache is still sticking out a little bit.
I'm the only one who's not dead because I'm the only one who can wear a respirator. Get a proper seal in a respirator.
So yeah, world gonna be ravaged by coronavirus next month.
Podcast lives on.
If my prediction is right, I win the podcast. I'm just saying.
Sure.
what? I'm not tuning. I'm not coming back to next month. That's right.
This guy has got no dedication. He just said he's not coming back to the post-apocalyptic
No, I'm not coming back
podcast.
if you win the podcast that time. Like, you just get some extra points.
You gonna wake up like, damn, man, Jeremy.
I'm not coming to the review.
He's actually more angry that I was right with my prediction than the fact that the world is over.
I don't care about the
Jeremy was right, man. Fuck. Well, let me try and
come back
go.
for other episodes, just not that episode.
Yeah, I told you so episode. Well, what did I say last month, guys?
I'm gonna call in sick because of the apocalypse.
Well, we're already doing it remotely, so there's no calling in sick no more.
I'm having some apocalypse issues.
So post-apocalyptic issues.
Boss, I can't make it in today. I've got apocalyptic issues.
But you act like your world is ending around you, Antoine.
Antoine, the world's ending around all of us. We still expect you to hold up to your commitments.
We need you to go in and take those phone calls. There's no excuses. All right, so what's your news? You gotta make a prediction.
I predict that some type of sports athlete is gonna get busted.
That's more news.
For what? That's
Astros
very
getting-
vague. It's like basically a guarantee, right?
Right. You get 2 points for next pod.
He's trying to game the system.
Yeah, right. He's like, I'm gonna win because my news is gonna be real.
It's like guessing $1 in that.
$1 more than anything else. Yeah.
That's it.
He's gonna be caught cheating.
Okay.
Some type corruption type.
Like is he cheating on his wife? Is he cheating on
In the sport?
In the sport. Okay.
Some sports athlete will be caught cheating. Okay. Okay.
Is there any major sports events next month? The NBA playoffs start next month, right?
When's WrestleMania? That's this month after.
No,
next
March
month.
Madness.
March Madness is this month.
Yeah, this is the month that we're talking about. Next month is going to be the review of this month.
All right.
Of March.
Oh yeah, March.
Yeah, so it's going to be a March Madness athlete. He's going to be.
It's going to be the whole team or the coach.
Yeah. They're actually embezzling money directly from the school.
All right.
You already got yours.
I'm trying to make his better, okay? Trying to flush it out here. I mean, it'll actually be a feel good story because like the NAACP, right? No, that's National Association.
No,
That's the National Association of Colored People. Sure.
What is the fucking one for the
NCAA?
One of the athletes from the NAACP is going to...
But it'll be a win for the people because
one of the athletes from the NAACP is embezzling money directly from the college
because they don't pay their college athletes
to the people.
It's a Robin Hood scenario that you've envisioned.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, now I got one.
It's a feel good story.
Yeah, it is. That's it.
All right, Dorian, you got something? You want to call a shot?
I'm not even sure what I would call like.
Well, so far we've got political man gets hurt in some
Has a heart attack.
Medical emergency.
Yeah.
Medical emergency.
World ends coronavirus.
Apocalypse.
And NAACP college athlete.
NAACP college athlete embezzles money directly from.
If his comes true, man, he gets way more than 2 points, man. He wins. He wins.
First, we gotta find the NAACP athlete. Once we do that, then I'll be able to watch and see.
Harvey Weinstein kills himself in prison.
Oh,
That's okay.
Hey, all right. That's a prediction with some meat on it.
That may be actual news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's decently outlandish enough that it works.
Mm-hmm.
It works. All right.
Does he kill himself or does he quote unquote kill himself? All right.
Not that that's funny or anything.
No.
He gets shot in a
what
cell.
do they say?
with-
He kills himself in Minecraft. Parody. Well, I think we can say he can kill himself, but I don't think we're allowed to say we will kill him. I think that's when people are mad. I couldn't tell our listeners.
I want people to be mad at this point. Like,
Yeah.
if some people get mad about us, start sharing us because they're mad, fucking
All news
thank
is
you.
good. All publicity is
trying to get
good
canceled.
publicity.
Oh, fucking cancel me, please. Like,
Nah, don't cancel me, man.
at least if we get canceled, then assholes will like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just have to pivot to being a far right podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want assholes. I don't want our listeners to be assholes. They're good good people. They're honest and good people.
I feel like all of our listeners are good people, whether they're assholes or not.
Thank you for being a listener, whether you are or not an asshole.
Hey, whoever you are, fuck it, because I am who I am, and thanks for listening.
Well, on that note of fan appreciation, I think we're going to end our first monthly review.
Fuck y'all.
No.
God damn,
Fuck Dorian.
man.
We love y'all. All right?
Fuck Dorian.
All right? That's where we're going to end the podcast. Is fuck Dorian. We're out.
February's
Peace.